Alright, this has no doors or windows. And there's got growth. Oh no, it's a tumbleweed that fell inside. Just this open. Oh, there's no roof. I'm like, why is my light not reflecting on anything? Looks like it's an old gas station. Right, this is a little bit of an experiment. I got one pecan with the shell all crushed in here with the catnip, peppermint, a little bit of, just a tiny bit of coffee and a couple of cardamom. I mix it all and then, oh man, do I dare even? I was thinking about putting this in there, but actually resting it on the top, because I think I'd be happy to eat these. They don't need to be in the what do we call this, the mash mix. This pecan tree opens a little bit differently. Check this out. These don't fall. These big outer shells do not fall. Instead they open up. And then the pecan falls. See, up further north, the whole thing falls and then you peel it out. But further south, they seem to open up all over this tree. So down the street from the Terrell County Public Library, there's a Terrell County Memorial Museum. I had no clue. So for outside displays, I got an old fire truck. Doesn't look like this place is used much. Broken window. Some pieces on the ground. Yeah, because there's a phone book sitting in the doorway where the main entrance is, so they haven't picked that up, and it looks dusty. So, and this is probably a part of the museum too. It looks like a display. Wow, very authentic. You know, I've seen a lot of different kinds of cities that fall apart and go to waste. Nobody wants to buy. But, you know, some just like really fall apart and you get scared to even walk the streets. But here, it feels so safe. Everybody seems civil compared to a lot of other broken down type of towns. Yeah, they may not be kidding about this being the cactus capital of the state. I come down, 60 miles from very few cactuses to quite a few. And this could be just this area because it gets greener on the map going east. They set aside about $2 million for this flood channel down every other street, every street going east to west. $2 million. And what largely inspired such a heavy investment and work into this is that the deaths of 20 people who died in the 60s from a massive flood that happened in June. So they spent some money on flood protection that they had to really cut back on other things. Like apparently they had a medevac. They don't have a hospital here. They had a helicopter that the city, was paying for. And on the courthouse door, there's a note saying, "We're not paying for this. You pay." When you get a heart attack, you gotta call this number and then pay and then arrange the pickup. clearly, even on the end here, okay, somebody's living there. They're protecting fewer houses with the flood channel. You know, maybe a lot of people left because the taxes were raised for this project. This is a Texas plant. I don't think I've ever seen this in Arizona. It's just entirely covered in thorns. That's amazing. I think that's kind of cool looking on it, actually. That's like the first one I've seen that looks healthy like that. Also, this looks like a lot of digging. They went and did a lot of digging here for the flooding. They didn't pave it like in the town, make it look nice and pretty. So that's a part of the cost right there, just digging on the edge of the town for the water to flow. But I mean, we're talking about a catastrophe that doesn't happen too often, and they've spent a lot of money on that, and I'm sure there was a lot of people who were not happy about the cost. Okay, I was about to say, this is as close to a peyote as I've ever seen and up close. It's the difference is that it's got spikes though. Peyote I don't believe has spikes. Even ephedra grows out here. You just break it off at the stalk. Yeah, look at that. Man, I kind of want to go make a tea out of this maybe tomorrow. Alright, I found two things that I could use. I found this little copper pipe. I want to scrape off the gunk on the outside and make use of this. This is clearly a copper pipe. It's green and rust. And I was thinking that I was thinking about buying another copper tube like I have, and it's for putting in the crotch area because I get some infections, and the copper kills that. And I was thinking instead of having only one, I'll use two at the same time. What am I to make of this dog collar on a really nice chain? Just sitting here. Looks like it's pretty old. As the town lost value, they never erupted into chaos here. This house looks abandoned. Wow, it's all two pieces. I think one is like a shack, and then the other is the house. They look abandoned, and even maybe the RV. Just get a truck. But it's like maybe there's particular influences that prevent it from erupting into chaos. Maybe the flooding. They're reminded of the great floods. Some towns don't have that reminder. Is this whole? No, they got a nice fence for looking abandoned. Oh, they still got electricity. They still have the meter. This trailer's abandoned. Plenty of growth all around it. It's hard for them to make repairs, and they stop mid-project in a lot of places, and just even to start brand new, there's nothing. If they did, they would run out of money pretty quickly, it seems. Gee. Come here. This building, well, practically the whole block is abandoned on this side. What? Take a closer look. They're using adobe brick. This is abandoned. Oh my god, this is definitely abandoned over here. This whole end on Hackberry and 6. Very interesting. They let the cactus overgrow. When a cactus can overgrow the property, you know it's been abandoned long ago. Door's probably locked. What have we got in here? Bed spring, dresser drawer. It's all visible. Hey, they got like a pot? Okay, it's a paint can. I was like, wow, they left some stuff that looks kind of useful. Okay, and that's it, like 2 rooms. Oh, did I just step on a nail? Nope. That's always the risk. Yeah, these fruits would be nice. Look at that, one fell on the ground. I'm so scared of those hairs though. So people have been in and out. Old bed. Oh man, is this? There's no spikes on it. What? What? Oh, it's a ball. I ran into that and stepped on it. Ow! Oh, that's a neat fan. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh. See if I can pull it. Ooh. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh God. Oh, it's just flipped, but the cord is in such bad shape. Oh, and it's missing a blade. What an antique. What is that? General Electric cycle fan. I wanted to, oh geez, I got porcupined a couple of times. Oh, all right, I just wanted to look. Okay, there's nothing. The neighbors are probably concerned. We've already called the cops. Oh, that is so loose. So there's a good chance to fall through somewhere. So it's 2 rooms, maybe 3. This is the kitchen area. Welcome to the kitchen. Nice burner stove, looks like gas. They have 3 doors here. Take your pick. Nice old fridge. Okay, three rooms. They even got their clothes hanging up. Some old painter's clothes. Painter's pants. So, yeah, that's, what is this thing? Penny dispenser. Okay, there's the kitchen. So you got 3 rooms interconnected at at the center. Oh my God, this looks bad. Good thing that's a female, right? Wow, I've seen pictures of that before. So this is made by Roper, I think. Roper Scientific. Well, maybe it's the science part. They tell you how to cook these right on the inner part, and it's, I guess they figured it would last. And down from that abandoned house, they got this abandoned adobe house. Some nice houses across the street, but they got chicken wire on the walls. They got a lot of melted mud. What's the deal with that chicken wire? That was to hold the mud up. I wonder if this experienced the 1960s flood. It's just falling apart. There's no roof at all. Entryway is blocked by thorns in a lot of ways. You don't dare walk on that though. Oh God. Oh. Somebody tossed their bicycle in here. Yeah, you don't. Oh my God, what did I just. Oh, this? Huh. Chicken wire all around, and. Oh, it's a unique electricity button. Looks like it would have been nice. This might have been. Yeah, this is a window, I think. Window box that fell in. Yeah, and their neighbors are in pretty bad shape too. So, come across the yard. Maybe they left about the same time. There's something back there. It's probably adobe too. Falling apart. These are tin roof on this one. I don't know what the other one didn't look like it had a tin roof. Adobe brick with plastering. Open door. Concrete floor. Is this even a house? It looks like they were storing. They got a computer mainframe from the 90s, the early 90s. Okay, wow. The back wall fell. Okay. And there's a door there. So you walk through and go to that shed back there. It's all overrun by vegetation now. Interesting. Little hangout place here for people. So people will come in here and just sit, get out of the sun, I suppose. This abandoned building. It's in fair enough shape. Fair enough shape. Ooh, brick on the roof? When's that gonna fall? Yeah, you could go back there. There's things, but I gotta get somewhere else.